take like 22. No. Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. Hit the like, share, and subscribe for me so we can get the message out to as many people as Spirit wants to hear it, okay? The numbers are Spirit's, not mine. This is the Divine's channel. I am just the interpreter. So let's go on ahead and say our prayer and get started with this message, okay? Archangel Michael, we ask that you ascend down today. We ask that Isis and Ra also ascend down today and give us clear guidance and protection and deliverance of this message as we are the clear divine channel for these beings today as we deliver this message to who needs to hear it. As above, so below. All right, so as I'm just sitting here adjusting to the new or different channels opening up at this moment, going ahead and just stay here and kind of relax for a second. I hope everyone had a good holiday and that everybody had a moment that was remarkable that you will never forget, and maybe a moment of clarity throughout this holiday season that we've had here that brings you forward into the next year, knowing and striving for your highest path of your soul's purpose. And you know, if you're unsure what it is, get in your birth chart. You can go to many different sites online and get your birth chart figured out, but there's Horo, that's an app you can get. It's free. You can download it on your device, and it teaches you about all kinds of stuff inside your birth chart. That's one I really like. There's astrocafe.com, and so those are different places that can help you. Know this is not promotion. This is just where you can get the information, because in there you're going to find your part of fortune. You're going to find your north node. You're going to find your south node. And all those things are going to help you progress along your path, because who wants to keep going down a path with such little time here, not knowing which path to get on? Frantic, you know, because if you're a spiritual warrior or light worker like myself, then that is your ultimate mission, is to find that niche, that purpose, that one thing that your soul cannot live without doing, that one thing that just brings you instant gratification because of simply what it does, whatever that is for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the message. And let's not forget, tonight is the last full moon of the year. With it being in Cancer, we already know that it's going to be around nurturing and emotions and that cup of overflowing of your emotions that maybe you don't normally dibble and dabble in. Maybe you have a strong shield over your cup, but I have a feeling tonight that some people's cups are naked in front of Spirit and others. And maybe this reading will have something to do with that for you. Okay, so in the pre-shuffle here, let's go ahead and get the topic out of the way, and we'll go ahead and lay some more cards down. All right, let's get with it. Okay, so we have a divine sisterhood, a community of spiritual sisters and brothers of the light that have stayed true and honored their power of divine authority, and that has entered them into the chamber of healing with the Lady Isis, okay? And in the past life and in the present power, they've had many faces in this lifetime. This is somebody who has the proper barrier for freedom. So this is somebody who could have had a past life in Egypt, or a sacrifice to Horus, the Lord of the Dead. So sacrifice. So this person that I'm picking up on, with the next card here being the power to conjure lower vibrations, I'm picking up on somebody here that in the past they had the ability to work with Osiris, the Lord of the Dead, and to conjure up lower vibrations to do their bidding and their begging. Can you hear the rattle of Isis? You know, this ancient mysteries. I know you're probably thinking, B, what are you doing reading this? This is so far off. You're talking about conjuring up lower things. But not every lower vibrational force that's conjured up with this Isis or Sis energy with the 7 scorpions is always a lower vibration. Because of this is what's awakened this being in this life to these ancient mysteries. Because just because you know something doesn't mean you have to do it, I'm hearing. But this was the pyramid of the light for this person. They stepped into their vibration and it led them deeper into love, okay? The pillar of light, they're a descendant of Isis, the spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess. So I'm picking up on somebody who the spirit of Isis, this pillar of light here, that went into this temple. And in this temple, they stepped into a vibration deeper into their heart chakra. And this opened up the ability to see their past life, the ability to see then and now, the balance between light and dark, to be able to work with both sets of energies, to be able to use their tools, their ancient mystery, their ancient powers of mystery here that they accumulated from walking through this door of healing with Isis. So Isis granted them this rattle to be able to call upon these lower vibrations with Osiris, the Lord of the Dead, because something to do with this sisterhood in the past, the past life. So I'm talking about somebody who was part of this sisterhood, this brotherhood with Isis, and she might have given them a talisman, a rattle, a something, because they are part of this ancient powers of the mysteries, and she wanted them to remember who they were. So they stepped into this pyramid with this pillar of light here to remember the spirit of Isis. Maybe this person is a reincarnate of Isis, or maybe they have the ability to embody Isis. But this is the purpose of me telling you about this person, is their place right now in this present moment is the chariot of ascension, and that's the spiritual work of the higher institute, okay? Or the initiate, something to do with the institute. So maybe this person has been to school, maybe this person has been studying at an institute, maybe they work at one. But this initiation, this spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis, is how they ended up walking through this door of the healing. And that is what was uniting them with their angelic self here, the wings of Isis. So this is definitely an earth angel. This is definitely somebody who carries wings along with Isis. And they reconnected in with their past self, with their present self. And I'm talking about somebody who is the lunar queen. She's the celestial crescent. This is somebody who is in touch with the crescent moon. She is the lunar queen. She is the queen of the night. She is the celestial teacher. And I keep picking up on this. This is the high priestess. The mystery has been revealed. The miracles of Isis blessed upon this high priestess. This healing of this goddess is miraculous. So this is a high priestess that has miraculous abilities to heal that are blessed by Isis. And the reason why they're having me put this message out is because apparently, I don't like saying stuff. Apparently, there's a lot of people who come across this person because why wouldn't you? It's just the name of the game because it's spiritual test, right? Higher spiritual initiation, higher spiritual test with Ra and Isis, and it just told us that. So, with this person having the spiritual ranking that they do, of course, they have lots of enemies or lots of people who just want to test them. But Isis and Ra is warning you that you will suffer in silence if you mess with their high priestess, because this is somebody they have taught, healed, and trained. Yes, with the authority popping out here, Ra says that you will suffer if you mess with this high priestess. Look, temptation and authority. If you are tempted to mess with his high priestess, you will have to reap his authority here. So don't get burnt by messing with the wrong key, because that's not the door. The pillars you should go through is not the one where the high priestess is. Yeah. Sacrifice. Yes, you will definitely sacrifice your soul, yourself, if you are tempted to take action towards their high priestess. They want to make this so whoever it is should make harmony, make peace, make a peace treaty, maybe apologize, become aware of this authority that's over this woman's life, this high priestess's life, this anointing, this contract that was written before the sands of this time. And they're definitely, look, truth, broke it right open to the truth, awareness of the truth right here. People need to be aware of this, something to do with the number 120. But they want you to be aware of it because whoever you are, you're going through some emotional loss right now of your heart chakra, and you can balance this out by making the situation harmonious is what I'm hearing or I'm seeing. But this temptation is why you have to go to Ra and Isis about this. That's right. To get this harmony here, you have to go to them, to the authority, about this temptation, about this sacrifice. Yeah. About how you were just bored and discontent and decided to sacrifice this high priestess. Yeah, you sacrificed your heart chakra. And they want you to be aware of this while you'll be suffering in silence from these wish fulfillments. So you locked yourself out of your own blessings here with this deceit and envy and this mental conflict that you tried to put upon this high priest, this conflict and this defeat, this heartache. So whoever you tried to sacrifice, yeah, whoever you're withdrawing from now, this solar perplex. So your chakras are starting to weaken. You feel the lack of love. You feel the transformation going on in your body. The lack of success here with the truth of the sword. You know, you should choose wisely, because this person is recognized and rewarded because they have lots of memories of love with this being, this high priestess, with this reincarnated. This disruption you tried to cause, this binding of this person, this is the disruption they're causing to your chakras at the moment, or will be if you don't make the situation harmonious. Yes, you have to Yeah, you have to bring the power back to it in solitude by going in front of Ra and Isis for about this firm foundation with them, this prosperity. Yeah, it's the only way, because this person's destiny is fulfilled. Yes, they have a partnership and alliance for these new beginnings with this high priestess, because this is the financial material changes they needed to make this positive movement forward with their sacral chakra. So somebody tried to do something to this person's, of course you can see it over here though, because when it comes to the heartache and loss, so they tried to definitely throw and just disrupt this high priestess like this. They wanted to cut her heart chakra off with this heartache and loss. They definitely wanted to cut her crown chakra off with this third eye, and the mental conflict with this deception, envy right over the top of it, with conflict and defeat, you know, with the solar perplex. They're all out here. They really just wanted to make this person suffer in silence because they were bored and discontent with their own life, and maybe didn't want to do the work for their own foundation. So they thought it would be easier to stop a love connection by helping this person's emotions withdraw because of this disruption here, and go through this transformation. This person was about to bloom like this butterfly. They were right in the middle of this transformation process, and instead their guardian had to come pick them up here and finish carrying them across for this transformation so they could triumph and have their reward and recognition, because they made the proper choices. And Isis and Ra knows, because they took every step to get this firm foundation with this partnership and this alliance for their destiny, because this is not just one partnership that was planted in the past, and in the future it was held together. So before it was on top of it, this is a partnership that cannot be broken. This is the contract over their life for their fertile new beginnings that have powerful placement here on this realm, because it is the movement forward into the new ages that's going to help our civilization, humanity, evolve into something more balanced and more in line with their bodies and their souls, with their actual feelings, than something that has a big shield of disconnect and protection over it, because that's the world we live in today. Most people are not in tune with their bodies, let alone their emotions or their soul. And we're, as spiritualists today, and as channels and true seers and true speakers, we are here to help the movement into this direction, as we are guided to by the universe, by the divine. Yes, to the light. Yes, with patience and planning here, these pillars of our ancestors of the light, of those before us, this gateway to come through to the light here, into the new ages, from an era of dark ways, from, yes, truth on the bottom. Yes, and look, it's the world here. We are looking at the big picture to help it evolve as a whole, so there's no one left behind. Like Ohana, like Stitch, you know, Ohana means no one gets left behind, you know. Yes, transformation. So we're helping the world evolve and transform from their shadow side to being more authoritative, to being a sovereign soul in their sovereign body. And I am in control of my own, yes, from the heart, not of the mind. And so that we can rejoice in celebrations and have triumph, and yeah, from this temptation, because if we don't have this victory and success, we will not like where things are headed at this moment. Yes, we have to have hope from the darkness, you know, from the shadow. We have to be able to follow these light workers, these earth angels, these ones that the universe has sent back here, these reincarnated beings that are here to enlighten us. We have to have hope and faith in the fact that knowing ourselves and knowing a truth and a lie. Yes, we have to have spiritual strength that comes through patience with these new beginnings, because the seeds that were planted a long time ago are going to be the hands that hold up these pillars that are the spiritual strength to the gateway, the door to the gateway for the new beginnings for this earth. And that is this positive movement forward that we're experiencing at this moment. Yes, it's a symphony, you know, with harmony. It's going around, but harmonious. It's going the way that it's supposed to go, you know. Yeah, this is the awe moment of the fact is that this is exactly the way that it's supposed to go. This is the devotion that this was where the prophecy originated from, through this thrill of acceptance with this devotion to this journey over here. Yes, it's just patience. Archangel Michael is definitely taking a hold of the situation and helping bringing in our blood. Archangel Michael is definitely bringing in blossoming abundance now that we have called in and spoken to all the people that we have called in. Isis, Ra, and Archangel Michael have all stepped forward and now they're walking away. They have delivered their messages. That's what we were going to say. Yes, delivered their messages, and that is what they have to say about it. And yes, the healer of all ages. So this high priestess is a healer of all ages. Yes, the woman holding the coin. This could be an earth sign, but this is happy families. This is the cornucopia. This healer of all ages is the cornucopia. Yes, they have a contract to be this healer. Archangel Raphael is definitely doing something with the heart chakra of a thinking man that is thinking about this woman holding a coin and the world. The yin and yang. So this must be his twin. So there's a thinking man thinking about this woman holding a coin, this yin and yang. What is this thinking man thinking about? Woof. Look, his angel of love. That's what he's thinking about. Because why would he not be with the archangel of the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, being there guarding his heart chakra, healing it, while he is using his mind and thinking about this woman, the love of his life. Yes, this caring connection. Yes. So he could be thinking about going on a journey with the world card here. That's a complete yes to the woman that holds his heart, his yin and yang. Oof. The magician in the mirror. So again, we see the orange and the blue with the healer. This is definitely the alchemist, the great alchemist, the thinking man. He's in the works of it. Yes, he's trying to find the words to say. He's trying to come up with the words to say because he has financial problems right now. Yes, because there was deceit around his door to value. That was the door to value that flew out. I'm not going to get up and get it, but yes, he still has to walk through his temple door to personal healing and happiness with Isis and Ra here, because that's part of his temple path, you know. So maybe this man is just a step. Yes, he still has to make the choice to walk through that door of healing so he can go on his proper path. Yes, with the sun here, with this the sun, yes, the angel of balance, so they want to balance out his situation. He just has to rest and rejuvenate from the anxiety that his family has been causing on him. Yes, this broken heart here. This man holding a coin. See, he's showing balance here with the woman holding a coin. Yes, he's looking for the love of his life. He is walking away from his past connections that he has in the community. These attachments that left his third eye clogged where he couldn't see his gate to even get back to this romance. So he had to make a strategy with Spirit. He had to go to Isis and Ra and Archangel Michael because he didn't know which way to go. So now he's taking action with this white and black, with this yin and yang, so that he can have victory with the angel of strength and the goddess of the moon. This might be something that happens at night. This appreciation, he might come in with a flower overnight. He might have been in a situation. He might be disturbed or upset when he gets to the door, but it has to do around his lower chakras, with his second and third chakra here are bringing in a lot of anxiety. I'm telling you, it's around his family. His family have been doing something to give him anxiety, to make him feel all tied up when it comes to this thinking woman. They wanted him to have problems with her, to be hostile with her around finances and envy, because they envied her because she holds his heart. So is there anything that this high priestess needs to know at the moment? That it's time to play. Something's demanding attention. Learn to love and delights in the simple things. So you need to let your inner child play at the moment. Yes, with child and youth coming out. You might have a child that's in their youth. But this is, try things out. Find, yeah, friends. So a soul tribe with happy families here. So there's a child and a youth that's going to meet in person within a few weeks, that's going to have this soul tribe feeling. It's going to be togetherness, something about a happy family. With unchanged and uncertain in the bottom, is you can definitely be for sure that everything has changed for a fact. That there's no more spilled milk, and oof, put that in reverse. Yeah, it's all been repaired. Now you can just relax on the hammock with this 50-50 in reverse. Somebody went scuba diving and really seen why and how they became this broken vase with not stretching with this yoga, like their base wasn't flexible. So, you know, when it fell, it really cracked and it broke, like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, you know, and that made it hard to get the resources needed and the energy to actually have the physical life force to want to have this alliance or this togetherness, this partnership. But now their spiritual insight with their faith and their hope and their mental force with their wise judgment is going to be back in line once they do this inner healing and walk through those pillars, so that they can be valued and have that divine favor from Isis and Ra, this honed skill that they want to teach you from walking through that temple. It's a balancing act to do with any diseases and illnesses, the body signals needing self-care, the root cause of what's really been wrong, what's going on with what's been off, you know, why you've been attached, the divided disconnect, you know, the island, the quarantine, you know, that's the real reason they want to take you from feeling provoked or unpredictable to a place of healing within a few days. They want to get you to walk, yes, with this empty nest here. They want you to make adjustments to a new life, to graduating, to having this spotlight with like a celebrity. They want you to be like a spiritual healing celebrity, like the support with the olive branch. They want you to make amends, the peace offering, and to cease fire. Because there's been an energy shift and a dismantling of a community who was trying to make somebody worry. That high priestess, yes, that with that, they're powerless now. They've been powerless. Yes, so somebody can have that. High priestess can have her wish granted. And you as well can come into balance with, yes, with no one reverse. That's definitely a yes. Into balance with your empress, with the love of your life, yes. Once you go through that temple of energy with that commitment for this legacy to continue it on and communicate with them that you're ready. Make it known that you are ready to receive the hidden documents about your life, and you are ready to do the research. And I'm talking to a person of air here, the research from your Akashic records to see who you truly are and who you were and who is now, and what Isis and Ra want to show you about yourself. This collaboration, this arrangement that you have with this contract over your life. So over this person of air needs to resolve issues that are held together by being in separation from their long journey from the past to the present, because they've got a mission here on earth that needs to be completed. And now, yeah, with the heart and the home and these chess pieces, now's the right time with this gavel to make the conviction to understand with the map here your journey from standing up for this brotherhood and love's freedom to a soulmate, a union with this destined. It's inevitable. This is divine intervention. Something about summer in reverse. There wasn't all the resources needed, and somebody hadn't reclaimed their power yet, but at this moment they have. It's all held together prim and proper, and it has been since autumn. The coin has been tossed, and yes, the beehive, they're diligent, they're checkered flag. The conclusion is this person of fire has reached the finishing first achievement, the final chapter, just feeling relieved and waiting on her next missions to do the divine purpose, this protection, the shield, to serve her purpose-driven mission here on earth. And with that being said, this family, this fire, this air sign is about to come into a union that's going to blow their minds. Somebody is not expecting it. And as soon as I said that, this is a wedding. This is a cake. This is something didn't happen in spring, but it's definitely happening now. Yes, yes, yes. This is the balance. This is the connection with the accomplishment and self-improvement. This is the chocolate, the sweet stuff with the romance. It's not quite time yet, but the shooting star's about to come through and drop you a pearl, maybe on top of your old car, about the time your telephone rings. Don't let these optical illusions throw you off and make you miss the call, because that could be your roadblock to betrayal. You got to keep it moving and answer the phone and be paying attention to have this fairy tale come through. Make sure you sign nothing without looking at all contracts, because something around could leave you defenseless if you took quick action with just for your passion. So make sure that you're reading all document without blinders so you don't end up in a trap. And this is happening here and now within a few days, and somebody is going to be upset because they are brokenhearted around this union, this family, this creative force is happening soon. But these are masters that are sent here from Isis and Ra, and they are sent here to help us ascend, and who dare cross them will be suffering in silence, apparently. So I will not definitely be that person doing that, but I would be honored to meet the individual that I'm speaking to. So whoever's on my channel, if this information is about you, I'm very honored that you're even on my channel listening to me, but I would not be picking up on you unless you were. So have a good night, and just know your love's coming soon.